Okay, so we are actually looking at a jackfruit plant. And if you look at the jackfruit plant here, it's oozing out of white gooey stuff because what I had done was I picked on the leaves, the one that doesn't look very good, the one that's been, deformed, or it's been bitten by the sun, and it's unhealthy. So what I'm doing is I am aggravating the plant to make sure that they grow faster and healthier, even though I am not taking it out from its original plant or original pot that it is in. So for example, here I have this jackfruit plant right here, and it's growing great. It's actually producing branches here on the side, and it's producing more leaf. So with this plant, what I'm gonna do is I want it to grow upward, and I wanted to take this leaves out. So as you take the leaf out away from the plant, it start to produce white goo. I don't know what it's called, but it's actually like a white goo coming out of the plant. It's like blood, but it actually helped the plant to produce branches. So as you can see here, this is new growth. This is new growth by fact that I took the leaf off, and I can show you here in this little pot here. I actually done it before. I took off the leaf in the plant, and I just leave it here so it just disintegrate. But as you can see, by me taking off the leaf of the plant, a new stalk coming out. So instead of growing straight up and tall, I'm actually training my plant to grow and give me little branches at the very bottom. So that way, later on, my plant can be a short, chubby plant, but it will produce lots and lots of fruits. So that's how I train my plant when they are tiny babies. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a couple of 15-gallon pot, and I'm gonna put them in 15-gallon pot, so that way I can control the environment that is in, because it is actually a tropical fruit and it needs to be in a tropical environment. So like this one, it's in a very small pot, but as you can see, it's giving me kind of like two plants. Here's the seed that it's coming off. That's the seed of the jackfruit. So basically this plant here, I didn't do anything to it. You see that there's no growth, so it just grows straight up, and it's gonna be a very tall plant. It depends on how you want your plant to look and grow. You don't need to do very much to it. See, as I just leave this plant, it just grows straight up, and it's gonna be a very tall one. But if I disturb it a little bit by plucking off leaves, by taking leaves whenever it's smaller, it actually will produce a lot of branches at the bottom. So that way, instead of growing straight up, it will grow like widthwise. So that's how these little plants, as I start them from seedlings, I'm training them to grow as how I want it to grow. So this plant, when I come back here, so this one is from one of the leaves that I took off, and I don't take off, like, I try not to take off multiple leaves at the same time, because I want my plant to like give time to heal and to recover. So I took off one or two leaves at a time, And also it takes them a lot of energy to produce little branches. So you do it in phases, that way the plant can grow. But that's how I train my jackfruit trees, and it's growing very largely. It's like it's tall. It's very tall, and it looks very pretty too. Yep, so pretty. This one really needs to be in a larger pot, and it needs more soil. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get it to be in a larger pot, maybe tomorrow or something like that. But it's coming along, it's growing, and it's beautiful, and I love it.